welcome to Hard Hat Chat.
Oh, well, are we recording?
Yeah, we're going.
Cool, I'll stop. I'll get off my phone then. I'll get serious.
We'll update you later in the
You
episode.
can't hear that creaking chair, can you? I need some WD-40.
I don't know. If only we knew.
It's interesting. Should we have a little fact about WD-40?
Yeah, go on.
on.
Ask me questions and I'll see if I know.
Do you know how WD-40 come about?
Wasn't it a cleaning product and it's water displacement and it's the 40th
That's right. It wasn't a cleaning product.
version? Okay.
It was for missiles,
Ah,
and they used to lube the missile up, stop it going rusty.
interesting.
And they
Hence
realised
they didn't want the water in.
Yeah, and they realised there was quite a small market for these ballistic missiles,
Yeah.
whatever they were doing. I can't remember the exact thing.
So chuck it on your bike chains.
So then, they
Doors.
just rebranded it as not rebranded. It's still WD-40, but you can do anything with it, by the way.
There's a lot of stuff that started for one purpose and then ended up being used for something like
They got paid by the US government,
Yeah.
paid them to develop it, and then they sort of realised, hang on, we've got a company here.
yeah. You're going to want to change that chair.
Shall I change the chair?
Should we do that now?
I'm going to change the chair. Don't worry, I'll get another one.
We're now welcoming Dan back with a new chair.
We've got a new chair. It's the exact same chair. It's just a new version.
Nice. Still sounding good.
Well, Georgia just said to me that it's because she built them.
She did build them.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that's interesting, well, I think it's interesting, the listener may not. This is our, by my calculation, 5th version of a studio. Hence the creaky chair and a bit of movement and reshuffling. Because I think the very first one was the giant coffee cup.
Yeah, didn't work.
Didn't work. We moved in here with a certain configuration.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work. Reshuffled it to another. Then we moved into the other studio where you got background noise before Black Sabbath and that playing on one of the last podcasts. And then we're back in here with a new improved configuration, which I think is great.
Good.
Just so you know.
And I'm still working on the groundhog unit, which would be number 6 then.
Yeah. And no doubt it will change again at some point because we like to advance.
So I didn't really put I did put thought into the groundhog unit. They run on a big diesel generator.
Loud.
No, and what I'm trying to do is make it run on PV panels.
Yes.
And a little wind turbine.
Interesting.
Because you've got to practice what you preach.
Yes.
Is what I say.
Oh, very much so.
So if we're essentially, these are units that we're trying to sell into the UK market at the moment.
Yeah.
We've got to make it work, but I'm struggling with the size of it. So because the size of it's small, I can't get enough solar, and because obviously it wasn't built for
That purpose,
it was built to be run off a diesel generator and that. I've essentially changing the drying room into like a battery store. It will work.
Yeah, I mean that's on our minds at the moment anyway, isn't it? Because this week has been pretty exciting for us, I would say. On the basis of,
So you need to sound excited then, Curt.
well, I'm building up to it. I don't know. If you start at 10, you've got nowhere to go, have you? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by our promo video in the background. That's good. No, where we have found out we're going to be involved in a record-breaking contract, really, for us, haven't we?
Yes, it's a nice big scheme.
It's quite exciting, but obviously that's very much eco-driven, isn't it?
So go on, what would you say about it? Well, let's just forget about the eco bit for the minute. On the commercial side of it, what's the first thing that you said to me?
Oh, what, that it's only 70%, or it's 70% price, 30% quality?
No. You said, once you got a pipeline...
Oh, no, do you know, I love that. It was a shout out to Hodcast, actually, and it was the Lee Marley episode, where he said, once you've got a pipeline, you're confident investing in your business. In fact, it's written in this book because I wrote it down as a quote.
That's good. So that's like your favourite quote.
pipeline gives you confidence to invest, like in your business.
Good. Very wise.
And
so what it's done is essentially we was used to kind of anywhere between a £30,000 and a £150,000 order.
Yeah.
Off of a tier one.
Yeah. And you get several of them running.
Yeah.
In conjunction.
Concurrently, and we would always be like, in 6 weeks' time, we're kind of almost know we're waiting for the next order.
Yeah.
But something could happen out of our control.
Yeah.
And then it gets knocked around a bit.
Yeah.
What we've done is we got a framework.
Yeah.
Got on the government portal. We tendered quite a lot of work. First few we was rubbish at, weren't we?
Yeah.
We just didn't know how to do it.
No, it's an art in itself.
Yeah.
And I think that's been a learning curve. I think we may have discussed it on here, but just the processes and I don't know, just getting on the framework itself.
Yeah, it's alien, isn't it?
Was a job. Like,
yeah. So once we done that, and then so we got the coal, we successfully, so it's 1.5 million. Sorry, that was my phone.
That was amazing.
Yeah, sorry, that was like the old school when your phone is getting a message and I've left my phone near the mixing desk.
Back to the dial-up.
That was wrong of me, sorry. So we just over 1.5 million. It's nice. It's a 20-week scheme. It gives us some solid pipeline. Yeah. That's what we wanted.
No, exactly right.
And at one stage, I think a couple of months ago, we was maybe all questioning it. We was going, are we doing the right thing?
Yeah, I think it's...
Because we sat there, we never really
spoke... It's new, isn't it?
We never really spoke about this, though, with like the tier ones and that, right? And I'll be say something controversial, which is probably unusual for me.
Go on.
So, like, if you was in an abusive relationship, you would try and get out of that relationship, wouldn't you? If you was getting domestically abused. And I feel like, especially in recent years, we've been abused by tier ones.
Yeah.
And I think we're too good for it.
Interesting.
And so I'm kind of glad to be free of the shackles of it. Anyway, there's still certain customers we do stuff for, and we've still got various orders, but
we're not reliant.
No, we're off the nipple.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Yeah, and I just like, it feels better.
Yeah.
At a point in time, it's almost been for us. This has probably been a 2-year transition, but within the last 4 to 5 months, we've really made action upon that.
Yeah.
You know, we knew that things were wrong, as in you cannot sustain getting bullied.
Yeah. The purpose has been there all along. The plan's shifted on how we get there along the way, and we've
we've done it. And like, hats off to the team. You've worked really hard. Well done. You've done it.
It is a team effort.
I was really chuffed when I got the phone call. Like, more for like the company, but more for the individuals as well that have done their bit.
Now we've just got to do it. But that's the fun part.
That's the easy part, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's doing. It's rinse and repeat what we do. We're quite good at doing it anyway.
Yeah. So obviously with that, we've got exciting things happening at this end. Not just groundhog units for the pod. Groundhog units for everything. No. I have gone a bit mad with my pink paint. When you walk out in the yard, there's a lot of pink containers, pink 32 by 10 cabins. Yeah, there's a lot going out for various different jobs. But yeah, the boys are like, why do you have to paint them pink? Because the darker colours hide all the marks and that on them. Yeah. So with the brighter colours, obviously what we're having to do is we're having to like paint them pink and then almost go around with like Bondo, filling them like a car body. Yeah. That's good practice.
Good practice, yes. Let's do it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about it, despite what my voice may tell you.
No, you sound more excited now. So what have you been doing last week anyway?
So, one thing I wanted to talk about, I went to the Mental Health Summit 2025.
Oh yeah.
Very exciting, actually. And
where was that?
It was in the Gherkin. And do you know what I was most excited about? right at the start, a window cleaner popped up and started cleaning at the very top of the Gherkin.
I bet that is literally a never-ending job.
Well, he finished quite quick. We didn't see him for the rest of it.
Well, no, once he's gone past you, but I bet he's got to just go round and around.
Well, what I couldn't get is he only did like 2 or 3 panes in that one little area. I hadn't looked at them before, so I don't know if there was like a specific sort of reason he was covering those ones.
Do you reckon they're all numbered or something?
Yeah, I would have thought
but
so.
It's like you've got to hit. How many bits of glass are in the Gherkin?
It's a great question.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Somebody does.
So, yeah.
In fact, it might have even been a question on here before. We'll come
No,
back
the
to
shard.
That. Oh, no, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I prefer that. I mean, I wouldn't call that a Gherkin. No. I would call it more. It's a bit like the start of the show. It's a bit more of a cruise missile, kind of. It's like the tip of a bullet.
Yeah.
But I guess if you go into the bullet, or you go into the Gherkin.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
I suppose nothing natural is necessarily that uniform. So
No.
it will look like some.
But I have never seen a Gherkin like that.
No, I don't think I have.
Never seen one made out of glass and steel.
I'm going to look for one now. But yeah, it was an interesting day. I've got one hot take from it that I think I would like your thoughts on.
Okay.
And maybe the thoughts of our listeners as well. So I wonder whether people would agree if I say there is no stigma anymore in mental health or talking about mental health in construction.
No, not anymore. I mean, but particularly all the big guys know about it. And they do their bit, and there's always the posters up on site, and there's loads of different companies, charities and that you can talk to.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people doing a lot of good stuff, and as a result of that, I think those conversations are happening more and more and more.
Yeah.
The feeling in the room felt like maybe despite that conversation, there's been no real change or action, particularly for those on the ground.
I think it's difficult if you've got that subcontracted guy, that standard staple of any building site, no matter what the trade is, and he's running his own little business, and it's him and a boy or him and a girl or whatever. It's difficult to get the message down to someone at that level. I do think that's where they fail, because very easy, like the suits can all kind of go on retreats and do mental health things, and that's what they're all aimed at.
Yeah.
Them retreats. I see one a little while ago on LinkedIn, and it's just for people that work in offices.
Yeah.
Now, an office environment is very different to a damp, muddy, cold building site, where if you're not laying the bricks, if you're not digging the trenches, you ain't earning. So you can't afford to feed your kids.
So that was one of the big things that came out from it, actually, is where you've got guys that are on a day rate, don't get sick pay.
Yeah.
So what do you do if you're not feeling great or you need some time off? Well, you just go into work still.
Yeah, of course you do, yeah.
But the damage that does, rather than just take 1 or 2 days, reset.
Yeah, but you have no choice.
No, exactly. That it's not a choice.
Yeah, and we've all I've been self-employed my whole life.
Yeah.
You were self-employed for
literally until
time.
here, yeah.
And you get it.
Yeah.
And then you feel guilty if you was to have like a down day, you'd feel guilty.
Yeah. Yeah. That isn't discussed actually, but that's true.
But that's the point that the big wigs in construction not getting. They're not really listening to the truth.
Yeah.
Because they're saying, oh, it's there. Like, I go into various different meetings, and we've sat in them, and they supply fruit and drink for everyone.
Yeah.
But the boys are just expected to last on Red Bull and Mars bars.
Yeah.
Fags.
Not
cigarettes.
Not a great diet, is it?
No, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Caffeine and that, and there's the marked difference between the white collar and the blue collar.
So do you think then, in that instance, you've got your office guys, you've got your lads on the ground, or ops on the ground. Does the role of the site manager then become a crucial part of that?
Yeah, it does, but I can't remember the last time I met a decent one.
No, and this is the point. And in that room on the day, I would say you had those people that are on site. You had them there, like not loads, but some of them. Then you had the big bods from the tier ones in the room, and it was missing that sort of middle management, if you like.
There's a problem in society as a whole. It's not just a construction problem. This whole middle management thing, which is essentially a site manager's role, and really across like all the good people are gone. Yeah, COVID flushed a lot of it out. Older people just can't bother with this, I'll retire. There's so much incompetencies now out there, but people are going. They're doing a course to become a site manager because, in my opinion, I'm going to say it anyway, they're failed tradesmen. So they ended up doing that.
Yeah.
Whereas perhaps when I started in the industry, you used to be like almost coming to the end of your career of being a tradesman. That you was then a site manager. Yeah. You knew everything, and you would look up to these site managers. And now, and it's not just me, it's not just our teams, it's everyone as a whole. Like no one, I go on site, particularly around new builds, and I watch subcontractors do what they want and not listen to the site team. Yeah. Because it's all just the talk in the canteen is they don't know what to do.
Yeah, there's no.
And they just do what they want.
There's no respect.
Yeah, they just do what they want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a difficult problem to solve.
We're not going to solve it. It's part of it is like if we made the conditions on the site better. Like I love being on the tools, love it. If the conditions on site were better, then we would encourage people to stay on the tools more.
Yeah, and that I would say is one of the things that's quite exciting about being in this position now to run a big job, not just a little job, but to be that main contractor. We set the standard, and it'd be nice to be in control of that for the guys that are on site as well.
You think when we try to roll out 4-day week and we kind of successfully do it in certain parts of our life now, and it was a bitter pill to swallow for some of our clients. They couldn't work out why.
You've got to speak to a different person.
Timmy had a Wednesday off. Yeah. And Sebastian had Fridays off, and they couldn't work it out.
Good old Timmy and Seb.
Yeah, and to the point where they complained. Yeah, because they were like, "Well, we work like dogs. We work 80 hours a week." Yeah, yeah,
you've got it wrong.
And then you do have it wrong. And I've drafted this post that I'm going to put out on LinkedIn about who invented the 5-day working week. Do you know who it was?
Henry Ford,
yeah. So 100 years ago, in 1926. Yeah. Nearly 100 years ago.
Did you expect me to know that, by the way?
Yeah. I think it's quite common knowledge. Yeah. Like, he was an industrialist and all that. All that, those things are great. But is that what we want? In today's day and age, when a modern man is expected to do so much. Yeah. Yeah, and look, we're not resentful about it.
No.
But is it right?
You may not be, I feel very resentful about it today. But
is it right to expect so much? Is it right to expect 5 days out of your team? Is it right to base everything on that, like base tax codes on it and base a normal 40-hour? What is normal? So, because the industry that we're in isn't normal.
No.
And the requirements of the industry that we're in is not normal. So we've done it where we had a chance to plan our jobs properly, haven't we?
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you're in control of it, it's a much easier thing to.
And all it means is to do. Maybe not, but it's an extra hour of work on the 4 days that you're working.
Yeah,
gives you Friday off to go fishing, and you have a shift pattern.
But also from a beneficial like, because ultimately it's got to work for everybody, so it's got to work for the business as well.
Yeah.
But there's a shift in focusing on, I think someone phrased it as, you don't focus on the input, you focus on the output.
Yep.
So everyone's not judged, but like the measurements or the measurables are what we're getting done. And that should always be like the measurable.
Yeah.
Not, oh,
yeah, but
why is
going back
not
to
here
site
today?
managers?
Yeah, exactly.
They want you to sign in at 7:30 to be ready for 8.
Yeah.
But if that guy's nuts mentally spun, he can't function as a person. He's not going to do his job.
Yeah.
Even though he's present.
Yeah, yeah.
So they need to be fresh. They need to be clear. And look, we ain't quite there yet as a business. Let's be honest.
No.
But
You
we're doing it different.
Yeah.
We're trying to do it different. And ultimately, I think that'll make us win.
Yeah, and you've got to have that vision, like, and people need to.
I'm not saying I'm the Henry Fold of.
Well, interestingly, I'm pretty sure, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that the standard up until that point was a 6-day week.
Yeah.
So actually, maybe you are.
So he chipped it down.
Yeah.
And it's, look, there's pros and cons for it. Say if it was a manufacturing business, but again, I'd run a shift pattern if I had a load of machinery.
Yeah.
Because I want to be sweating the asset as a business owner.
100%.
Right? The greatest asset we've got in the service industry that we're in is our people. But you can't over sweat them without killing them.
Yep.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And like, it shows that when we used to do the 6 and the 7-day weeks and the nights and you're no better off.
Yeah.
We had a year of doing ridiculous hours, and our turnover was like 20 grand different, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's true. Actually,
We didn't do all we done. We essentially doubled up on everyone's hours, didn't we? And sometimes, you ain't no better off. So my thing is, I really care about the people, and I want to attract the right people to this business to grow it into the absolute powerhouse it should be. And we're going to do that by
putting people first.
By putting people first, yeah. And if it don't fit our customers, guess what?
It is what it is.
They ain't the customers for us.
Yeah. So interestingly, that sort of ties into something else I wanted to talk about, because the importance of processes and having good processes in place. The bigger you get, the more crucial they are. Obviously, we're looking at that. We've got report systems anyway, and apps we've developed and things like that. But I had a situation just today with a good client who've even sent us a new order today as well, and yet they're chasing us for a very small amount of money that's come about because of a mistake that they've made previously. And when I spoke to her on the phone and just asked what was going on, it was just, oh, sorry, it's just computer generated, it's automatic. And it was quite well, you saw it, didn't you? But it was quite I don't know, a bit of a sarky, or not sarky, it's probably the wrong word, but quite a serious email. And I just thought, there's obviously processes in place there for certain things, which is fine. They're a big firm.
Yeah, but they do over £1 billion a year.
But a human looking at that, would
they've missed the
surely look. That order is 10 times the value of like what they're chasing, and it's their mistake to begin with. I
mean, you probably dealt with it better than me, because
I don't know. You weren't here on the phone. The girl was had to leave.
Yeah, but you agreed for like a resolution.
Yeah.
Whereas I'll be saying it's your mistake, tough luck.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't be saying it that nicely.
Yeah.
And this goes back to my all the good people have gone.
Yes.
Like a good person, like that person in that accounts role that's getting paid some money. And some of the members of their team listen to this pod. We know that for a fact.
Yeah, it's true.
But they're getting paid money, well, they're a thief. Because they're getting paid money, they're not doing their job properly.
Yeah.
So they should be sacked.
Yeah.
They're thieves.
That's an interesting take.
And that's the conversation I would be having with them.
Yeah. But my thinking was, you there see the difference between a completely process-driven like establishment and one that's just got common sense.
You've got to have a mix of, look, technology's a great thing.
Yeah.
Fantastic thing. But you've got to have that human touch. People are buying off people. Always have. Always will.
Yeah.
And you've got to have that human touch in you.
Good. I've got an interesting, well, I think it's interesting. I've got a question. A quiz question.
Go on.
For you to beat me at again.
I thought we stopped chalking it up on the board. I run out of in my box. I run out of space.
There's too many tallies, but it does tie in with what we've just been talking about as well, which is rare.
So,
how many construction-based apps exist? According to this, is based on Apple App Store, Google Play.
Oh, mate, that's including everything in it.
Internal, like companies like I think Skanska have their own like internal system, and that would be design, management, BIM, all of that.
Million.
Oh wow! Now I'll be honest, I went 10,000 because I have already seen the answer.
Yeah, go on.
But I did write it down. I wrote my answer down to be completely above board before I.
Okay. Well, I'm going
6,000.
Oh, I went a lot.
Yeah, you went big.
So is that count our one as well? Does that count for
That's not counting our one. Oh. No. But I then started researching further.
Yeah.
And the 2025 construction technology report, which is a thing.
Yeah.
Said 93% of contractors use mobile apps on site, which was much higher than I thought.
Yeah, I think you've got to that, haven't you?
I mean, we do, but
yeah,
that's a higher percent.
Yeah.
Like based on what we've seen, I wouldn't have thought it was as high as that. But here's the point, and I think this is where it becomes difficult. And you talk about people like just getting frustrated and there being too many processes and all of that. I think it ties into this. Often juggling 6 to 10 different apps per project. Because that's like how much of your day is then taken up by it. Because probably some of those are doubling up.
Yeah, but that's what I've noticed with the tier ones.
Yeah, exactly.
So they spend all their time on. I was on a project, and they had a general builder doing a knock-through.
Oh right, yeah.
And the steel was clearly too short and sitting on a wall that had been badly cut out, and it was awful work. And all this guy was doing, he's running around like a headless chicken about signing some paperwork. And I had to pull him, I had to say his name. I had to pull him and say, "Are you sure on that, mate?
Yeah.
That building is going to come crashing down."
Yeah.
No, I've got to do this, got to do that, I've got to do this paperwork. I said, tell you what, you need to stop everything now and get some acros.
Yeah.
And prop that building back up before you're done. Can't see it. They can't see what's happening in front of them. Because they don't get the process.
No.
They can't see what's right and what's wrong. Because they're not construction guys. They're admin people.
Yeah.
Different. I'm not an admin person.
No. And that is, I suppose, where like technology is great. It can really help. But that's overkill. Like even 6, let's take the lower number of that estimate.
Yeah.
Even 6 times, let's say half of those are repeating the same information. So you've got to put the same stuff in 3 times in a day. Like,
yeah, it's too much.
Your skills are construction based if you're working in construction.
Yeah.
Not technology based necessarily.
But that is why we couldn't find an app that would fit us.
Well, it's true.
And we simplified what we need to do.
Yeah.
Because there's minimum standards what you have to do to be compliant by law with health and safety. And then there's, if you're not careful, you can have a load of people in an office putting processes and procedures in place that halter or that stop your growth as a company. And that is where a lot of tier ones are at. They're going to lose some big contracts moving forward because they're just, they're ticking boxes, but then their own processes are stopping them from getting the physical job done, which is how everyone gets paid.
And in that instance, even keeping people physically safe.
Yeah.
Like how can you have like essentially a safety process?
Yeah.
Being so important and involved that physical dangers aren't spotted.
So walk around with your eyes shut, mate.
Yeah, that's baffling.
They're just not.
I didn't know that story.
There's loads.
Yeah. No,
there's loads like that, and I see it like we know what comes next. You kind of, and you can't treat everyone like they're stupid. So
No.
we will get treated like we're stupid when we do an induction. But you've got to treat guys sensibly and with some level of respect.
Yeah, I suppose they've always been set up as like you tailor it to the lowest common denominator, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, and
These are a tier 1 now is just a management firm.
yeah,
That's all they are.
yeah. So we're looking forward to becoming a tier 1.
Yeah. I think we're a little way away from it, but
manage with care.
and I think that I'll be 6 foot under before I become like some of them donuts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, 100%. So it's a bit of a shorter episode this week, but I thought we'd have a little catch up. We've had a lot going on here, which is why we've been a little quiet, I would say. But good news, good things coming. A lot of excitement.
You still.
I've gone back down.
You are really trying to make yourself sound excited.
No, I'm not. I wasn't there. It's like the peaks and troughs.
So
People want contrast.
the highlights are you've got another tally on the board, which would be good because I think people thought that bit of the board don't work
They probably.
anymore.
I feel like I'm going to get accused of cheating, just because I did see the answer, but it was after I'd written mine down. Just want to put that out.
No.
Very honest.
There's won't be no accusing. You ain't going to catch me. So it don't really matter.
I'm too far behind here, nobody cares. No, obviously we still appreciate any comments, any ratings, good ratings anyway, on all the channels. I would like to see. Now I was speaking to someone.
We're on YouTube now.
We are. Oh, of course we are.
Great
Shout! I forgot to mention that.
Well done, Ryan.
Yeah.
That
has been
my
a challenge.
favourite thing that's happened in the last week. Ryan was uploading stuff on YouTube, and the boys were doing some routine maintenance in the yard, which includes a bit of de-veg.
Yeah.
And they cut through not only ours but our neighbours' internet.
Yeah.
And it's already tough because we're not already in a good signal area, are we?
No.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, we're not really. We're between two towns, aren't we? But it's just that there's not fibre around here.
No.
So the one cable that I put in years ago, cut through it, was it 18 times?
Oh,
in the end.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, it was quite...
But it was like intermittently working, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was just as if trying to upload every episode.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah,
so apparently you need good internet connection for all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we did get over it and it's there. One thing I would like people to do, get in touch with the strangest place or the best place that they've worn the Hard Hat Chat socks. Because I spoke to someone that wore a pair in the House of Commons this week.
Wow.
So I was like, if you can beat that.
Yeah, I've got the best one I had this week was one of the play school teachers had them on.
Yeah, I saw the photo actually.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, I've had the kids wear them to school. They like them. They like football socks on them, but
yeah.
Quality item though, I'm impressed.
Better than your small bags.
Better than the small bags. And still the missing cups.
And the saga of the missing cups goes on.
We'll update you next week.
Have they not got like an air tag in them or something? They're not...
No, I think because they're... I think they're on a boat somewhere.
I think they're on a boat.
Yeah. I might have ordered a container full of them. So we'll have another container turn up here,
great.
just full of cups.
Let's put another container in the yard.
But yeah. Thanks for listening everyone, and we'll see you next time on Hard Hat Chat.